Hi guys, this is Jennifer Kronk, and I am doing this quick video for all of my teachers who are considering going into distance learning and might be a little overwhelmed by what do I do? How do I get this started? And I want you to know, keep it simple. Just keep it simple. There's a lot of tools out there, and it can be really exciting, and it can also be really daunting trying to figure out how do I engage my students and how do I evaluate my students? And then how do I give them assignments or activities? So here's a suggestion I'm going to make to you just to get you started nice and small. First, think of activities, don't think of lessons. Think about 15, 20 minutes tops on the child side of things because we don't know what's going on at home. We don't know how much time they have and if they're able to give that much attention during that time. Second thing, keep it simple for yourself. Distance learning does not have to be a huge involved thing. And as you're dipping your toes in it, you can start off with two very small, even just one small technique. My first suggestion to you is if you don't have a website, if you don't have Google Classroom, you can just use a Google document, just one Google document, and take the document, put the date of whenever the assignment is, type whatever activity or assignment you would like your students to do, and then share that document out to them. Whether you use Remind, Class Dojo, if you use Classroom, if you use email, if you use Twitter, it doesn't matter. Just share that out to them with view-only access. That's it. The next day, you can just go ahead and go to Insert. You can put a horizontal line if you want to delineate your days. Put the next assignment up on the very top. So you're pushing down the older assignments and you're putting on top the newer assignments. Now, if you want to get fancy and you want to give your students the opportunity for face-to-face contact like this, you can use the Screencastify extension and you can just go ahead and record a nice little greeting between you and your students and take the link when you're done with it and put it in the document. Make sure that you change your sharing settings on your video so that way anyone with a link can see it. But Screencastify usually does that from the beginning. And now your students can see your lovely face and that they're happy that their teacher still wants to engage with them, and they can see the activity that you want to have them do. You don't have to give them activities every single day. You can go for 3 days a week, 2 days a week, especially if you're a secondary teacher and you know your kids have a balance while they're trying to figure out what they're doing. They may not be able to hit 5 activities or 5 assignments a day, but keep it simple. You don't have to go big. So just my challenge to you is just if you have nothing else going on, start off with one Google document, put a couple activities on that Google document and share it out to your families. If you want to get fancy, you can go ahead and put a link into a video. If you want to go pro, you can go ahead and put a link into a Flipgrid video so that way your students can leave feedback for you too. Remember, your kids are going to miss you. They're going to miss each other. And so kids feel coached by our voices and by our faces and how we look at them. So this is your opportunity to keep that motivation for your students going, keep that motivation for yourself going, and to not get stressed out in the process. Keep rocking, and I'm here if you need me.